Michael Jackson wasn't just making hits, he was leaving messages. Hidden inside dance beats, pop hooks, and iconic music videos are stories about fear, anger, love, guilt, and isolation. Songs people dance to at weddings are actually about paranoia, abuse, media obsession, and survival. In this video, we're breaking down the top 5 Michael Jackson songs, not by chart success, but by what they really mean. And trust me, some of these meanings change the songs forever. Let's start with one most people think they understand, but almost nobody actually does. Number 5, Billie Jean. On the surface, it sounds simple. A woman claims Michael is the father of her child. But this song isn't about one woman, it's about many. Before Michael was world famous, his brothers warned him constantly about groupies, false accusations, and the dangers of fame. Once he became a global icon, those warnings turned into reality. Billie Jean is about paranoia, the kind that comes from being watched, chased, and accused when you can't defend yourself publicly. Michael once said the song was inspired by letters he received from fans who believed he was secretly connected to them. The bass line feels smooth, but the lyrics are defensive, almost fearful. It's the sound of someone realizing fame has consequences. And notice something unsettling. Michael never says Billie Jean is lying out of malice. He says she believes it. That ambiguity is intentional. This isn't a villain story. It's a warning. When you're famous enough, truth stops mattering. Now, here's where things get darker. Number 4, Smooth Criminal. Most people remember the lean, the white suit, the choreography, but very few stop to ask the obvious question: who is Annie, and what happened to her? Smooth Criminal is structured like a police report. The lyrics describe a violent break-in, an attack, and a victim who can't respond. Michael delivers it calmly, almost detached, which makes it more disturbing. The song isn't about the criminal, it's about helplessness. Michael grew up in an environment where control was normal, physically, emotionally, creatively. Smooth Criminal reflects that feeling of danger without escape. Annie isn't just a person. She represents innocence interrupted, safety violated, childhood shattered. The upbeat tempo tricks your brain into enjoying something deeply unsettling, and that contrast is deliberate. Michael understood something powerful. People listen longer when they're uncomfortable, but intrigued. Next song, and this is where the emotional shift begins. Number 3, Man in the Mirror. This is often played as a motivational anthem, but it's not about hope, it's about guilt. Michael was painfully aware of his influence. He knew millions listened to him. And this song is him asking, what am I actually doing with that power? The lyrics aren't aimed at the world, they're aimed at himself. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself. Isn't encouragement, it's pressure. Michael struggled with the idea that fame made him responsible for things he couldn't fix. Hunger, violence, inequality. This song captures the exhaustion of caring too much and never feeling like it's enough. The choir builds, the emotion rises, but the solution stays painfully simple. Change yourself, because the world is overwhelming. Now we move into one of the most misunderstood songs in pop history. Number 2, Beat It. Most people hear it as a tough macho anthem, but Beat It is actually anti-violence. Michael hated conflict, he hated confrontation. This song is about walking away, choosing survival over pride. At the time, gang violence was escalating in American cities. Michael wanted to speak to young men without preaching, so he disguised a message of peace inside aggression. The guitar screams, the rhythm punches, but the lyrics repeat one command: leave. You don't want to be a boy, you want to be a man. Isn't about dominance, it's about restraint. Real strength to Michael was knowing when to walk away, and that contradiction, violence used to argue against violence, is why the song sticks. And now, the most revealing song of Michael Jackson's entire career. Number 1, They Don't Care About Us. This is not a protest song, this is a scream. By the time Michael released this, he felt hunted. The media, the justice system, public opinion. He believed he was being punished not just as a person, but as a symbol. This song is raw, angry, and deliberately uncomfortable. The lyrics reference power abuse, discrimination, and systemic violence. Michael places himself among prisoners, minorities, and the voiceless, not because he thought he was identical to them, but because he felt erased by the same systems. When people told him the song was too aggressive, Michael didn't soften it. He doubled down. The percussion feels militaristic, the chanting feels defiant, This was him refusing to be polite anymore. And here's the truth most fans miss. Michael Jackson didn't want to be understood easily. He wanted his music to age, to reveal itself slowly as listeners matured. These songs aren't just entertainment. They're emotional documents. Fear disguised as funk, anger hidden inside pop, vulnerability masked by spectacle. So the next time you hear a Michael Jackson song, don't just listen to how it sounds. Listen to what it's protecting. Because behind the dance moves was a man trying to survive the weight of the world watching him. And if you stayed until now, you already understand him better than most. Please subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.